Today, let us see the importance of communication skills. What is communication? Let us define communication. Communicate is a Latin word. Communicare. Communicare means to share. Skill means talent, expertise, ability to do something. So the communication by itself means to share your talent, to express your ideas, to convey the information. Communication as such refers to your skill, ability to share your information to others. That is, the sender, he sends the message, the receiver receives the message. When he is able to understand that easily without any extra effort, then you say the communication is efficient. This is diagrammatic representation of communication. A message, it is decoded, interpreted, encoded. Again, you get the feedback of the message. It is decoded, interpreted, encoded, and the message is got. So this is how the message goes on, and this is the way of communication. Now we have four types of communication. The four types of communication are verbal communication, non-verbal communication, visual communication, and written communication. In verbal communication, we see face to face. Either we talk through phone, radio, a computer, television, speaking, and listening. All this comes under verbal communication. That is, we use words to communicate. Next is non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication means body language, your eye contact, the gestures, facial expression, your dress, your behavior. All this comes under non-verbal communication. Both verbal and non-verbal communication plays a vital role for effective communication. Next is the visual communication, where you teach or where you express your ideas through charts or maps or certain images, or you give a graphical representation of what you are going to say. Next comes the written communication. It can be either in a printed media or in a digital media. For example, it may be magazines, books, emails or e-books or internet. This comes under written communication. So these are the four types of communication. See, all of you know to communicate, but still there is some barriers in communication, some hindrances in communication. What are those barriers? It can be a physical barrier. Say for example, you may not feel well. You may be having a headache or you may be having a body ache. So when you are not well, your communication may not be very effective. You may feel tired. You may feel gazy. So you may not be able to communicate well. Next one is psychological barriers. Sometimes you may be stressed. You may be worried. You may be pondering over some problem. So when you have such problems, your efficiency in communication will not be good. Next, when you are emotional, when you are too happy or when you are too sad, your communication will not be good. And the way you communicate will not reach the audience because words may not come when you are very emotional. When you have some noise outside, it may be due to a festival or somebody may be shouting or some kind of noise may be there made due to the motorcycle or whatever it is. Though during that noise, if it is very effective there, your communication will not be effective here. Next is language. Language fluency, your vocabulary plays a very vital role in communication. Only when you have a profound vocabulary, you will be able to express what you really want to express. So, language means a lot in communication. Then, when you talk with a person, suppose that particular person is talking about politics and you do not have the knowledge about politics. What will happen? When he goes on talking, you may not be able to reciprocate. That is because you don't know anything about that, or you know only very little about that. That may be the reason you are not able to communicate. Next one is lack of eye contact. See, eye contact plays a vital role in communication. So you have to look at the eye of the audience and speak. There will be certain people who just look at the top or bottom, or they may be looking at somewhere but not the audience. When you don't look at somewhere, you may not be able to capture the attraction of the audience, and the audience may also lose the interest. Only when they look at you, when you look at them, they will not, they will understand what you are saying, and you'll have a good relationship between you and the audience. The next barrier is when you talk about something, just talk what you want to talk about that particular message. See, for example, you want to tell about the importance of reading skill. So what you have to do is tell about reading skill, definition, how to improve that, what are the uses of improving it. When you're talking about reading skills, don't tell about listening skills or speaking skills or writing skills. It may cause a confusion and you will not be able to say anything in depth. So that will be very vague. So you will lose the focus, what you wanted to say. So whenever you want to deliver a message, prepare it properly. If you are not going to prepare the message properly with the relevant points, you will not be able to communicate well. If you are not able to communicate well, there will not be trustworthiness. People will not have faith. So see that you prepare well and talk well, and see that you talk in a crisp manner. Don't use lengthy sentences. Whatever you want to say it in a nutshell. Don't elaborate. Don't beat about the bush. Next, important barrier for communication is we do not listen. We listen to give a reply. But what we actually have to do is you have to listen to what others are saying. When a person comes to you with a problem, first listen to him. Get all the information what he actually wants to tell you. Then you give him a reply. That will be a very good communication. You will be able to understand his problem, and then you will be able to give the reply, and that reply will actually provide a solution to his problem. So what is the importance of communication? See, whatever be your position, whoever you are, wherever you are, whether you are working or not working, you have to communicate with people. You have to communicate with all types of people. So when variety of people, for that you need communication. If you want to attain a good goal, what you actually have in your mind, you must be able to communicate to get a good job, to attain the goal. Then, if you want to make others understand your innovative ideas, you must be able to communicate efficiently. Tell your ideas, make them understand your ideas. If you want to work well with a group, you have to communicate with them. You must be in a presentable manner to attract them. Only then you can have a very good career and go ahead in your career. If you are a teacher, to enrich the quality of the students, you must have the good communication. You must be able to express to them your ideas. That is very much important in communication. Actually, from a confused state, the audience should come to a clear state. That is good communication. In an organization, communication is the heart Why is it so? Because wherever, whatever be the organization, whether it is an educational organization or financial organization, whatever it is, there will be problems. So you must be efficient enough to find out the solution for a problem. If there is a problem, there will be a solution. So you have to communicate with the people, understand the problem, then solve the problem. And you must know to develop good relationship among the workers where you are working, in your working environment. You must be able to manage your ideas, knowledge, and creativity. That is, you must be able to make others understand what knowledge you have in that particular field. And your ideas must be so lofty that they are able to grasp it. And your creativity should be innovative. When you have all this, automatically you will have a clear vision in what you are doing, and you will make others also to get the clear vision of your idea. And that will make your employees to be energetic, work energetically. And when they work energetically, they will produce good products, and the products will be promoted easily, and good services can be rendered to the customers. Now I want you to know the power of communication. What is the power of communication? This quote will let you know what is the power of communication. If all my possessions were taken from me with one exception, I would choose to keep the power of communication, for by it I would soon regain all the rest. Daniel Webster's quote gives you a clear picture of how powerful communication is. Once you lose everything, you can gain it if you have good communication ability. A wonderful communication ability makes you regain whatever you have lost. That reveals the importance of communication. What are the communication techniques? How to improve the communication? See, first one is silent method. Be silent. Silently observe. Make the others communicate, tell their message, observe silently. After that, ask them questions. Either it can be open-ended questions or closed-ended question. Ask them questions. Understand what they wanted to say. Listen to them. Listening is more important. Give your ears to them. Make them feel homely. Make them tell their ideas freely. Understand. If at all you tell something wrong, if at all you get a negative feedback, don't worry about that. Whatever feedback, whatever criticism you let you get it. No problem. Then you ask them to, whatever questions they ask, try to answer to those questions. Observe. Observation is very, very important. You have to observe. Observe everything, and only then you will get a clear idea. Never stop learning. Learning is very important. Every day you have to learn. Every day, every moment is an experience, and you have to learn every day. You must be very enthusiastic. See, don't be tired. Don't be weary. Be smart. Be enthusiastic. Your language plays a very vital role. The choice of the words what you make is very, very important. So, choose the words which will attract others. Whenever you say something, according to the situation, you must have the sense of humor. Don't be monotonous. Whatever you say, be honest in your words. Be honest in your message. When you talk in a presentable manner with a smile. That makes the atmosphere pleasant, and the audience will be attracted towards you. Read books regularly. Books creates a very good knowledge to you. Your vocabulary will increase, your knowledge will increase, and automatically your self-confidence will improve. So these are the few communication techniques which is very much important to improve your communication